It's time to go to Scotland, everybody, where we're going to see some really cool castles and more castles, pubs galore, cathedrals, more cathedrals, and of course, just go on a ton of adventures with Chuck and Hannah. Let's go! One of the things I love doing most, especially when on vacation, is going for walks. So I couldn't resist the opportunity to walk around this hotel property and get to see it a little bit. The Fairmont St. Andrews sits atop cliffs on the eastern coast of Fife. It sits on 520 acres, and from it you can see these beautiful golf courses. They have 2 championship golf courses here. One is called the Kiddicks and one is called the Torrance course. And they are just a magnificent setting for this hotel. And there you can see the beautiful town of St. Andrews. And that body of water off to the right is St. Andrews Bay. Now, wandering around the golf course here, we got an up-close opportunity to investigate this gorse. And this is a native shrub. It is full of stickers, so it's not something you want to really brush up against, but the flowers smell beautiful. And I noticed right away when I stepped on the grass, this wasn't just any grass, it's peat moss. And I sunk inches into it when you stepped on it. Really cool. Here we go. As I always do when we're on vacation, I'm constantly in search of my next meal. So we decided to head into the town of St. Andrews and check out what the streets had to offer. And there's some gorgeous shops here, beautiful food. I don't know if you could tell, but in that window there were some gluten-free goodies, which I'm always on the lookout for. St. Andrews is an adorable town, but it's also rich in history. It's about an hour-and-a-half drive north of Edinburgh, and it sits atop these cliffs at the tip of a peninsula, which jut into the North Sea. It's a pretty important tourist destination for Scotland, in part because of its important role in Scottish history. The first inhabitants who settled during the Stone Age came from the plains in northern Europe between 10,000 and 5,000 BCE. But today, Chuck and I are shopping for a little real estate of our own. Well, we like to look at least. 185,000 little pounds. Cool. So scones are a thing here in Scotland. Maybe that's, all of the UK, all of Europe, I'm not sure. But what I can tell you is be prepared to eat pastry. Namely, scones of all kinds. We have chocolate chip scones, we have berry scones, they make savory scones, and there's many shops that sell them freshly made every day. We really enjoyed the walk on these old streets. These are some of the newer buildings, but later in our video series, you're going to get to see some of the old part of Scotland. That's not Nationwide Insurance, but I just thought it was funny. They have a business called Nationwide too. So one of the most fun things for Chuck and I to do together when we're on vacation in a foreign country is hit the grocery store. And that's exactly where I'm taking you today. Today we're at Tesco Express in downtown St. Andrews, checking out all they have to offer. Here I'm checking out the fact that basically they have the exact same flowers for sale that we have back in Texas. But it quickly changed into checking out some new stuff that I haven't seen before. Look at those peppers, absolutely beautiful. And these mushrooms, those are not portobello, which you expect to be gigantic. These are just big white button mushrooms that are huge. I really wished I had time to buy some of these veggies, take them home, and make a meal because there was a lot of neat stuff to check out. Something to make mention of. Everything is individually packaged, and probably that's because we're at a Tesco Express, which is a in and out kind of small grocery. This is not a full size. Check out those red cabbages. Well, I don't know if you can tell from the video, but they're not red, they were black. I mean, almost ebony. Really cool. And another thing that is very different here in Scotland from at home is the bacon. Now, I love bacon, but this is really different. It's kind of like ham. And we enjoyed it that morning for breakfast, and then there it is. I saw it right there in the store. Yeah. So we find ourselves in the dairy section, one of my favorites, and I thought it was really interesting how the shape of their milk jugs is so different. Number one, they're very small. Normally we are buying gallons or half gallons, and these are pretty small. I don't know exactly what size they were, maybe a liter, I'm not sure. Of course, they had your organic varieties and also some more traditional British dairy products, clotted cream, double cream. I really wanted to taste a lot of these things. They have a lot of your non-dairy milks as well. I know you saw the Oatly there, so that's well stocked. So don't worry if you're not a dairy drinker. And of course, all the prices you're seeing there are in pounds. As you can see, I'm spending a lot of time in the butter section. I was rather enamored by their variety of butter, and look at this, lard. Yes, I wanted to bake with that. Unfortunately, we're staying at a hotel. There was no cooking in our near future. Didn't stop me from wishing though. Really nice selection of bread products that appear to be fresh baked, including pastries like croissants, all sorts of breakfast pastries that looked absolutely delicious. Little bit of torture for those of us who are gluten-free, but wanted to give you guys a glimpse of what they've got to offer. So here in Scotland, they call ground beef mince. So this is beef mince.
It has sausage in it.
Oh, weird. Okay.
You can see the...
Yeah. That's awesome. What's that? Ooh.
Sweet and smoky beef flavored.
Beef kebabs? What's lean diced Scotch beef? Oh, it's just, okay, literally, diced beef. Ooh, what's that? Oh.
Cherry pork belly slices.
Yum. You would like that.
Mm-hmm. Meatballs.
Oh, yum. What? Pork. And mozzarella. Yum. That looks good. Maple barbecue. Pork loin steaks. Oh boy, what plant-based meats. Some seafood. Pork. Lots of pork. They call it mince. Lots of pork. Pork looks good.
I wonder what a New York style rib is.
I don't know what a New York style rib is. Do they have a New York style rib? That is kind of hilarious right there. There's those gigantic mushrooms again. I like the little babies. The babies look good. Chestnut mushrooms. Interesting. Those are like our, what do we call ours?
Baby bells.
It escapes me. No, yeah, cremini. Cremini.
I guess turn around and go back then.
Oh yeah, because we already came down here.
Yeah,
Yep. Okay. Oh, pull the black pudding. Yum. They had that at breakfast this morning. I did not try it. They had the haggis for breakfast. It looked very good. It was just like sausage patties of haggis instead of... I'll pull that out. What the heck is that? That is a traditional Scottish food item made from minced meat, which is ground meat, and spices, and it's a traditional Scottish breakfast. Who would know? One thing was for sure, you could tell this was a melting pot of different types of foods, and although a lot of what we're seeing is very British, a lot of it is from other countries as well. Sausages they had at breakfast this morning.
They had that at breakfast this morning.
Yeah, that's exactly how they had it at breakfast this morning.
Microwave in 2 minutes.
Yum.
It's the original Haggis.
Yes. Streaky bacon rashers. These are called rashers. The word rasher is of an uncertain origin, but it does kind of point to a likely source, which is a now obsolete verb rash, meaning to slice or cut. So the noun rasher has actually existed in writing since the 1500s, and its original definition hasn't changed over the centuries. It really is defined as a thin slice or strip of bacon or other meat. Hitting the seafood area, I found a nice variety of already prepared seafood that's just ready to eat, and lots of it raw. Here, I found smoked haddock, which is a very Scottish thing to eat, also in other parts of Britain as well. And it's traditionally used as the primary ingredient to make the famous soup Cullen skink, which is one of Scotland's most famous dishes. It's a hearty soup that's traditionally made with smoked haddock. What is Scotch broth? Well, a little research tells me it's been referenced in literature back to the 1600s. And it appears it's not really a broth, but more of a thick vegetable stew. Digestives. Perhaps no snack more Scottish than this. Upon some research, I find that it is a semi-sweet biscuit that originated in Scotland. It was first developed in 1839 by 2 Scottish doctors to aid digestion. Oh yeah. Crisp apple. So the prepared meals. No better time to introduce you to the term tatties. That's what the Scottish call potatoes. Potatoes have been a staple food in Scotland for hundreds of years, and it's believed that they were first introduced to Scotland in the mid-16th century by Spanish explorers. Okay, tatties, I get, but neeps? And maybe I should take a moment to explain haggis as well, since we're here. So neeps are actually turnips, and they're usually mashed. And haggis is a famous Scottish preparation similar to black pudding in texture, made out of sheep's lung, liver, heart, spices, onions. Let's just say it's an experience, and I actually kind of liked it. Cottage pie, that looks really good. Anything interesting here? Ooh, I can't wait to come check it out. Okay, these are called oven bottom muffins. I don't know what that means, but they look absolutely delicious. They're super soft. And I do have some tortillas. Oh yeah. They had a healthy supply of gluten-free options. Everything from cornflakes to granola to some neat stuff I've never seen before, like those little biscuits. Some nice gluten-free oatmeal. So if you're gluten-free and you're traveling to St. Andrews, Scotland, I think you'll find a great supply of what you need right here at the local Tesco Express. There's pancakes. Oh, they have gluten-free crumpets. And those crumpets came home with me, back to the hotel. And yes, I did open the package and bring them down to the hotel breakfast buffet and toast them in their toaster because I wanted those so badly. I even came back another day and bought whatever they had on the shelf and brought them back to Texas with me. Their gluten-free bread items, amazing. Far outperforming our Texas grocery stores. I could have eaten bread products for weeks in here. That looks good. White bloomer with sourdough. Look at that loaf. Nice. I'm getting these. They have a really good gluten-free selection. Like really good options. I like this brand too. That brand is good gluten-free stuff. Curry noodle pot. That sounds delicious. Gluten-free, wheat-free, yum. I mean, this is like a seriously good gluten-free section. What? They don't even have this at home. These look great. Good prices on the gluten-free. Tagliatelle, gluten-free. This is some really good gluten-free stuff. Wow. Gluten-free self-raising flour? I don't get that at home. Wow. They have really good gluten-free stuff. Ooh, is this the cheese section? Ooh, cheese section. Ooh. Yeah. What's that?
You need some cottage cheese to go with your crumpets.
Oh, yum. We might just have to get one just to eat one out on the street. Just taste it out. Cheese and chives, like cream cheese. Reduced section.
You don't want to go, so you keep them in
Yep. British barn eggs. Look how cute that is. Oh, rhubarb and ginger. Yum. Marmite is a savory spread made from yeast extract and fortified with B vitamins. It's especially popular in the United Kingdom. And well, we're in Scotland. We're in the UK. Barbecue sauces. Wow. And it comes with 8 pounds and you get this really great container. That's amazing. Cereals. Big Indian section. Weird. Interesting. The Indian food section had a sticker saying that these products are security monitored. Weird. So a real big Indian food section and now also a really nice Asian food section. It's a very multicultural grocery store right here in the heart of Scotland. A lot of the same stuff we're used to, but a lot of very interesting twists on things. I had a very good time just browsing some of the basics here. This area there is candy, a lot of the same brands that we see at home, but a lot of new and different ones as well. Just a lot of very interesting different brands and varieties of types of things. Chuck and I really enjoyed browsing through this store to see everything that is available. And I do admit, I wished we had we were staying at a place that had a kitchen, I would have liked to have made some of my own meals and experimented with some of these neat ingredients. Remember all those beautiful yellow fields we passed through on our way to St. Andrews from Edinburgh? Well, remember, that was rapeseed, which is canola oil, I do believe. And you'll see right here, Scottish rapeseed oil. That comes from those fields we were looking at. They even had Capri Suns. Chuck found the freezer section, so that's where we're off to next, and he even found some gluten-free frozen pizzas, which looked really good. There's that, they don't call ground beef, they call it meat mince, M-I-N-C-E, so that was some frozen beef mince. And cute little hash browns. In fact, I ate those exact hash browns at the breakfast buffet at the hotel that morning. They're cute little triangles. They're rather thick, but they are like a shredded potato. And then here's some gluten-free pot pies, fish sticks, pizza. I would have loved to have been able to prepare some of these, some brands and varieties that I have never seen in the United States, and they looked really good. Really good. SpaghettiOs section. Oh, SpaghettiOs, but they've got somewhat close. Ooh. And if you just really have to have it, premium haggis in a can.
I bet you this would be awesome.
Oh, that looks really good. That looks really good.
So they don't actually have regular Coke.
Okay.
Zero sugar.
Yeah, they do have monster drinks if you just have to have it.
But all their sodas, I think, they're all zero sugar. Zero
Yeah, it must be, it could be just a thing where that's how they run here. Oh, they got DP. And there is the drink often described as Scotland's other national drink after whiskey, Irn Brew. And it is a carbonated soft drink from Scotland.
That's why
the chips.
Is better baskets as an easy way to fill your basket with better choices.
There's the original Coca-Cola. That must be the no sugar section.
Are just some of the products you'll find as part of better baskets, as well as products that are reusable, reduced, or recyclable packaging. Look out for the logo next time you shop and spend less on making better choices.
Oh yeah,
Right now.
I bet you they don't sell it here.
If you're looking for more bottles, the bottle shop 2 couple door, is that a specific one you're looking for?
Can't remember the name of it now.
I'll have to see it.
Someone was showing us a picture of like 2 or 3 kinds. They're like, you have to have this.
Oh,
I should have taken a photo.
Do most of the whiskeys.
Okay.
There. Okay.
Thank
you.
you.
No problem.
This is one that I had last night. Which Joe Bailey has a bottle of it at his house.
Okay. It's an impressive little collection here
And then I
of
had
Scotch
one
whiskey.
Of the local Glen.
And apparently we're supposed to have this. Did he say that was made by the same people who make that really expensive one or something like that? I couldn't make out what he was saying exactly. I could have a gem. Do you have this? Red Stag? Black cherry flavored? Anything else of notice here?
My Buffalo Trace.
Where?
Good.
And I got some ports. That's a big bottle of port. Look how big this bottle of port is. Usually port's in a tiny little bottle. And that's not a bad price for a big bottle of...
Maybe that's like their MD.
Yeah.
2020.
This sounds cream sherry. That sounds good.
Yeah, so it's like some point we have to come through and try that.
Oh, here's cider, some ciders. I think these are these alcoholic or are these non-alcoholic?
So,
This is all alcohol. So they have got a pretty nice selection of. That's pretty high, right? No. But these look good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole bunch of ciders. Yeah, look at all these nice ciders. It's like I'd like to try some of those.
That's some old rosy.
That just looks high class right there.
That was like a good headache.
Yeah, that does look like a good headache. No plastic rings. That's important. Good old classic Budweiser. This one looks good. Mixed fruit.
Mm-hmm.
This one's alcohol free. Then your chilled. Got a variety of chilled.
Zero. Here's wine without alcohol.
Oh yeah, this must be the non-alcoholic section right here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have low alcohol. Low alcohol, not nine, just low. That's interesting, right? This is your already chilled. Do we need something?
Well, I do, but I don't walk around carrying it. So.
Oh, we may not be able to walk around with alcoholic beverage out on the street. I don't know.
I had, well, maybe that's last night.
Let's see. They have a Southern Comfort lemonade and a Jack Daniel's Coke. Oh yeah, you had that one you didn't like. I was just looking for like a local cider or something. But I don't see anything. I see some neat gin and tonics.
So the local beer folks were
Doom Bar. The brew.
Oh, it's by Fairmont.
By.
So
Okay, and it was not good.
I didn't get a picture of the other one.
Okay. Okay. Oh, those are. Okay. Ready? I'm ready. Is he open? Deadpan.
Yep.
Hello.
Just
Just the crumpets.
nice and easy shop. It's 260 then today.
I can put them in my backpack.
You get the receipts there or you're not to the left?
You see what you're paying with there, big guy? After leaving the grocery store, we continued our walk through St. Andrews, hitting quite a few little shops. Okay, that is a real crow. That is not a fake, like stuffed crow or something. That is a live bird. I just could not get over it. It was so cool looking. A neat little fish market where I believe they also prepare hot food, and called Tail End. Really cool. The flowers, absolutely amazing, and we just had a really nice time browsing around and taking in the gorgeous weather and views. Sorry, sir. Wow. Beautiful flowers. Look close. There's that Cullen skink stew made out of the smoked haddock. Oh, we should, babe. Yeah, we need to go in there and get that. I always have to go into the Christmas stores everywhere we travel and get a Christmas ornament for our tree. Check out this great Christmas shop. Hello. Yeah, thank you. All right, now we gotta find ornaments. Andrews is such a great little town. Everything's within walking distance. We walked for hours. Of course, we stopped every so often and had ourselves a little beverage and or a meal at a pub. More to come on that in upcoming videos. Thanks for joining me on this grocery store edition of Going to Scotland here in St. Andrews, Scotland. Did you see those scones? I mean, they're everywhere. Okay, we're checking out some really awesome churches and old buildings, so feel free to keep gandering. I hope you have enjoyed this video, and there will be a lot more Scotland adventures to come. Make sure to like and subscribe. Bye, everybody.